here is the first project I will be showing you. I will be making candle holders out of these glasses that I had. And that right there is just, believe it or not, Epsom salt. Now I had seen this done on Pinterest, I believe, and I absolutely loved the way that it looked. Now to adhere the salt onto the glass, all I used is Podge, hard to say, and what you do is just get a little bit of the Mod Podge and paint that right onto the glass. Now I am just doing the upper part of my glass, but if you wanted to, you could cover the whole glass and cover it in the Epsom salts. And you do want to make sure to cover the rim of the glass. So a nice thick coat of the Mod Podge wherever you want that salt to stick to your glass. And like I said, I'm just doing the upper part for this project, and it doesn't have to be perfect, just wherever you want it. And before you pour the salt onto your glass, I recommend getting a paper plate or something to hold the salts because it does get messy. And here I am just pouring the salt onto the glass, and it's just going to cling to any part of the glass that has that Mod Podge on it. And make sure you get it all the way around and tap off the excess, and then you will be dipping the rim into the salt. And that's about it. Now I just loved the way this looked. It kind of gave it like a crystal icy type look, and with a candle glowing in there, it's going to look really nice. And I will be using the same technique on this candle holder. Now on top of this candle holder I will be adding a glass, but I can't do that until this part dries, so this is going to be like a two-part project. But I just wanted to show that, you know, you could add the Epsom salts to anything you wanted, really, just the Mod Podge and then the Epsom salts on top of that. So that's what I am doing here. So there you could see the finished product. It just added a little bit of frost to the bottom of the candle holder. Looks so pretty, I just love it. And for these next projects I will be using this bag of snow, and again to adhere it onto my glass just using the Mod Podge. And on to the next project, which will be this mason jar. First things first, make sure to glue the lace in place. I made the mistake of covering that jar that I just showed with some of the snow first, and that snow is just messy. So you just want to put a little bit of the glue, hot glue, around the rim of the jar. Now this is just like right underneath where the lid goes onto the jar. And there's my little tip. You just want to make sure that you're not going to be able to see that seam. So you want to put that towards the back of your projects. And then once you've got that lace in place, you are going to brush the Mod Podge on the upper part of the jar. So where that lid would be placed on the jar is where you're going to cover with the Mod Podge. And again, the rim, and you can do a little bit on the inside of the rim too. Remember, wherever you put that Mod Podge, this snow is going to cling to that. And this snow is just, I don't know, it's like almost like a paper that's been shredded up. Very, very messy. But it just gives it that really cute effect that I was going for. And just kind of tap it down. Now, it didn't really hold as well as I wanted it to. I don't know if I just didn't have a thick enough layer. So make sure you do a really thick layer of the Mod Podge when adding that messy, messy snow. I was going to put a candle inside this, but I decided just to go with a snow-kissed pine cone. I think it just looks really cute inside there. Yes, I say cute a lot. I'm sorry. But look at how cute that is. I loved it. I just really love the way that those looked. And here is the candlestick that I will be doing the same thing to. I didn't use the salts, but the upper part of this will have the salt. So here at the bottom, I'm just using my bag of snow, painting on the Mod Podge, and then putting the snow on the bottom of this candlestick. And this project too is a two-parter, so the cups that I showed earlier in the video will be attached to the top of these candlesticks. And of course, I will show you how I do that. Be warned, this snow is messy. I thought glitter was messy. This stuff is very, very messy. And there you have it. And there are my finished candlestick holders and my two mason jars. Now remember, you can do this technique to anything you want covered with the snow or the Epsom salts. Okay, real quick, I'm just going to show how I glued my glassware together, and what I will be doing here is just adding a layer of glue to the bottom of my glass. Now I used this super glue adhesive that I had on hand, and it worked very well for attaching the glassware together. So I just put a thin layer all the way around the bottom of the glass. Now this glue, I believe, took 24 hours to set, so I'm going to show you how I glued it together and then finish this project off camera and show you the end result. And then I just set it right there on top of my candle holder, and there you have it. And then again, same technique here, just a little bit of glue up around the top of my candlestick holder, and then put the glass on top of there. And that's it.